Morning, Botai, Shavua Tov. There are 5 categories of abstinence that a person is not allowed to perform on Tisha B'Av: eating and drinking, rubbing oneself with oils, bathing, marital relations, and wearing leather shoes. All 5 of these things are asur, immediately beginning from sunset tomorrow night, sunset of Tisha B'Av. Now, it's interesting to note that there are other things as well that a person cannot do on Tisha B'Av, very similar to Avelim, to mourners. Learning Torah, the regular parts of Torah, since Torah gladdens one's heart. A person can't learn that regularly. You have to learn only things. There is a chiyuv, Maran Zichron Bracha writes, there is an obligation to learn Torah on Tisha B'Av, but only the things that are permissible. For instance, the Gemarot or Midrashim that have to do with the Churban Bet HaMikdash, the Nevi'im, the bad parts of the Nevi'im that tell about all sorts of calamities, Yirmiyahu, Iyov, part of the Ketuvim, and others. Ilchot Avelut is also mutar. All of these things are permissible to be learned on Tisha B'Av. Also, She'ilat Shalom. Person cannot greet people as usual on Tisha B'Av. You're not supposed to greet anybody or ask about their welfare. Now, in terms of washing one's face and Netilat Yadayim on Tisha B'Av, the halacha is that if a person's doing it for pleasure, you can't even, the Gemara says, afilu etz baktana, you're not allowed to be moshit lamayim. You can't put even your little finger into the water for pleasure. So what do you do about Netilat Yadayim? In the morning and any subsequent time a person uses the restroom on Tisha B'Av, you're only allowed to wash Netilat Yadayim until your knuckles, unless if a person got soiled in the restroom, whatever it is, so a person can wash that area locally just in order to clean it, but you can't do a regular Netilat Yadayim in general on Tisha B'Av. On the morning of Tisha B'Av, after you do Netilat Yadayim, you should not dry your hands right away. Leave your fingers a little bit moist and put that over your eyes, because you're not allowed to wash your face as usual on the morning of Tisha B'Av, with the exception of a new kala, a kala who got married within the past 30 days. The Chachamim made an exception for her. She is allowed to wash her face on Tisha B'Av so that she doesn't become repulsive to her new husband. Now, with regards to brushing teeth, in general, on Tisha B'Av, a person should not brush his teeth at all. Now, unlike on other Ta'aniyot Tzibur, that if a person's uncomfortable, the halacha is that a person may brush his teeth on the other fast days, but he has to put less than a revi'it of water. Revi'it is approximately 2.7 ounces, so less than that amount of water in his mouth, and make sure it doesn't get close to his throat and spit it out. On Tisha B'Av is more stringent than that. A person should not brush his teeth unless, Agon Rabbi David Yosef writes in the Sefer Torah Moadim, unless a person will suffer tremendously and has very bad breath, in which case he's allowed to brush his teeth on Tisha B'Av. First of all, like we said before, less than a revi'it of water, plus keeping his head tilted down so that the water doesn't come close to his throat. Only in those cases will it be mutad, but for regular people, in most cases, it is asur to brush teeth on Tisha B'Av. Also asur, unless a person, it's better, so over there scope is a little bit different because it's pagum, but in any event, it would also have to be less than a revi'it, and again, a person would have to be suffering tremendously and have very bad breath. That's with regards to that on Tisha B'Av. Now, also, a person should realize that throughout the day of Tisha B'Av, a person's not supposed to be masiach da'ato mina avelut. A person shouldn't let his mind wander from the avelut of Tisha B'Av, and for that reason, you can't just go shopping and things like that. Agon Rabbi Chaim Palachi writes in the Sefer Meir Kol Chai, Maran Zichron Bracha quotes him in Chazon Ovadia, says you can't go shopping, even fruits, vegetable things for after the fast. He says the stores can't be opened and you can't go shopping until after the kinot are done in Bet HaKnesset. When the tefillah and the lamentations are done in Bet HaKnesset, then you can go and shop. But while they're still going on, a person's not allowed to do that. And plus, the Rama brings down Shulchan Aruch that a person's allowed to begin preparing food and things for after the fast only after Chatzot of Tisha B'Av. Chatzot is approximately, give or take, 1 p.m. So only from then on can you start cooking for after the fast. The fast of Tisha B'Av this year in New York City, it's a minute here or there, but starts at approximately 7:55, which is Shki'at tomorrow evening, and is over on Tisha B'Av evening on Tuesday night at 8:20. That's when the fast is over for Sfaradim in the New York area. Have a wonderful day. Shavua Tov.